Hi, boys and girls. It's Mr. Ortiz, and today's story is Splat Says Thank You. Splat's the cat. Splat and cat rhyme. Seymour is the mouse. And in this story, the cat and the mouse are best friends. Now that's unusual because usually mice and cats, or a mouse and a cat, don't get along. But in this particular story, Seymour the mouse and Splat the cat are best friends. And in the story, Seymour the mouse isn't feeling very well, and Splat the cat wants to think of a way to cheer up Seymour the mouse. So he comes up with this idea. He's going to make a book for Seymour the mouse, and in the book he's going to tell the mouse all the ways he's thankful for their friendship. So your job during this story is to listen really well and talk with the big person at the end of the story about 2 or 3 things. That's 2 or 3 things that Splat tells Seymour the mouse he's thankful for. So let's read the story, and your job is to remember 2 or 3 things that Splat the cat is thankful for Seymour the mouse. Okay? Splat says thank you. Splat was worried that Seymour hadn't smiled all day. He was covered in spots and not feeling well. This isn't right, thought Splat. How can I make Seymour smile? Splat pulled a book from a drawer and he showed it to Seymour. I made it for you, Splat said. I call it a friendship book. Splat opened the book. It began quite simply. For Seymour, the best mouse I know. Seymour sneezed. Achoo. Splat turned the page and began to read aloud. When I was scared to try out for the school play, you encouraged me to do it anyway, said Splat. Thank you. And when Mrs. Wimpledimple gave me the lead role, I couldn't have learned my lines without you. 5 beans for the cow. 5 beans for the cow. Thank you, Splat continued. And when I laughed so hard at Plank that I forgot my lines, you helped me to remember them. See here? There's Seymour the mouse on a kitty's head, and he's got the lines he's supposed to say. 5 beans for the cow. Thank you. Splat looked at Seymour and thought that he was just about to smile, but he sneezed instead. Achoo! Splat read on. When I broke my mom's favorite ornament, you fixed it for me, said Splat. Except somehow, Mom noticed and I had to have a bath and go to bed early. Thank you anyway. Look at both Splat and Seymour the mouse are very sad. When I had my bath and got my toe stuck, you knew what to do. Look at, he's got his toe stuck in the faucet. And little Seymour the mouse came along with some soap and stuck some soap there to get it loose. So Splat once again says, thank you. And when I went to bed early, you sneaked me a flashlight so I could read my book, said Splat. Thank you. When I overslept the next morning, you woke me up so that I wasn't late for school, said Splat. Honk. Thank you. When I borrowed my brother's kite and we played for hours, you made it so much fun. Thank you, said Splat. Then, when I climbed a tree to rescue my brother's kite and got stuck, poor Splat. You rescued me, said Splat. Thank you. Splat looked at Seymour and thought he had to smile this time, but he hiccuped instead. Splat read on. When I pretended I was speeding through space in my rocket ship, about to be the first cat on the moon, and Spike passed me in a faster rocket ship and tried to become the first cat on the moon instead, you told me space cats never give up. So I didn't, continued Splat. Thank you. Won the race. Splat looked at Seymour and thought that Seymour was sure to smile this time. But Seymour scratched a tickled ear instead. So Splat read some more. When I told you my biggest secret, you didn't tell anyone else. Thank you. And when Spike gave Kitten a bigger Valentine than the one I gave her, you knew how to make me feel better. Thank you. Brought him a whole bunch of cupcakes with fish bones in it. Huh. When little sis was covered in spots and not feeling well, you made her smile, said Splat. Thank you. Look at Seymour on the head of her bed juggling and on a unicycle. Remember, that's a bike that only has one wheel. And when I was covered in spots and not feeling well, you made me smile. Thank you. You are my smallest friend and my biggest, he added. And I just wanted to say thank you. So what I'd like you to do, boys and girls, is talk with your mommy, daddy, or the big person that's with you and see if you can remember 2 or 3 reasons why Splat the cat was thankful for his friendship with Seymour the mouse. Enjoy your day, and we'll talk again.